Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on issue 73 of the Disney Dollhouse. So let me go ahead and get the book open, and what we've got is the another floor. I'll get these parts out as well. Let's see. Is this the roof or the floor? I think this is the roof of the Little Mermaid's room. Yeah, it's the roof of the Little Mermaid's room, and then the floor for Peter Pan, Peter Pan room. So we'll get the parts out here. We're not going to use these right now, but we will do a little bit of work with them. Tear the tissue paper off. So here's part of the floor. Here's the other part of the floor, and actually I think, yeah, I don't have one piece that I do need. It's over in the house. These two are going to just get glued together like this. We'll glue these together like this in a few minutes. Let me get the other piece that is in the house, which is right in front of the desk. This part will be used on there as well. And then this will be the floor for the Peter Pan room, which is the next one up. Should be the next room up. It'll just sit on top of here like this at some point. The other parts we have are the couple of small pieces for the Winnie the Pooh room. And those are actually, we actually have to do something with part of this time. So let me pop this open. And what we have, we've got a sprue with some pins. These pins are going to be used to hang the pictures, these pictures here, or those are the picture frames. These are the pictures themselves of a bee and honey. And then there's a balloon as well. But I don't think the balloon, the balloon we won't be doing anything with right now. But there's the balloon. We'll be doing something with that eventually. So I'm going to keep it in the bubble pack. Set that right up there. Move these pieces over a little bit. I'll put this stuff up on top here. Get out the, where are they? I won't worry about getting the dots. I have dots to put stuff in place, but I also have double-sided tape, and we'll bring over the Winnie the Pooh room. So what we do with this is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this little cord here. We're going to fold it in half like this, giving us two roughly same size pieces. And then we'll take the scissors and cut that into the two pieces. Then we're going to take a little bit of glue, not too much, because all we're doing is we're going to put a dot of glue. Let's see, how are they? Yeah, they say put the glue in there first. Yeah. So we're going to put a dot of glue here and here. I'll show it closer up on the brown one. We just stick this string down inside of there on both sides. so that it looks like this. And I'll show you what I was talking about here. We have those two little slots there. So we'll do the same thing on this one. And I don't think that it matters which picture goes into which frame. Just want to make sure I have enough glue in there that is going to actually grab the thread. So we'll do this one as well. That one there, and then come on, that one right there like that. So now we have the two picture frames. We can set the glue off to the side for the moment. They have the bee in the brown frame, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab the bee picture. And we're going to lay it in here carefully. Want to make sure it fills the frame. So there's the bee picture. And then we'll get the honey picture and do the same thing with the yellow one. We'll put the honey picture in there like that. I'm just making sure that it is on the way in all the way. Double check, make sure that the threads are secure on both sides. We don't need these anymore, so I'll discard that. So what they say to do next is use some double-sided tape. They've got overkill. They've got huge, like 3 pieces on each one. Pretty sure that if I put just the one piece here like this down the center on each of them, that will work just fine. Oops. I just looked up and saw I'm off camera, so let me back out just a hair. There we go. So we have the double-sided tape on each one. And we're going to put these each roughly a third of the way across the basement, each one. So peel it backing off the double-sided tape here, if it will let me. There we go. We'll take it, I'm going to take it by the string, put it roughly, like I said, roughly about a third of the way over. So we'll put it right about there, like that. And I'll push the tape against the wall, and that should hold it in place. Do the same thing with this one. It's kind of neat how they came up with the way to do this. Because we'll do the same thing with this one, the honey. We'll take the honey over, put it right about there. We'll go right about there. We'll push it into place. Make sure it looks straight. So they're on there like that. And this is where they get a little bit ingenious. Because what you do then is you take these little brown pins, take 2 of them off of here, and to make it look like the pictures are actually hanging, you'll attach the pins to the wall. Being a little careful here because I don't want to launch this across the room. Put a little dot of glue on here. Bring it up to the wall. I'm actually going to lift a little bit on the string. Maybe with the tweezers that's not the best way. That's probably the easiest way for me to do it. I think I knocked my glue off. I'm going to end up gluing myself to this thing, I know it. Let me see what I can do here. Let me turn this, knock the other one across the room. This is just a hair too small for me to grab comfortably with my fingers. Let's see. As soon as I start pushing it up there, against there, it starts tilting. So let's try this one more time. There we go. Come on. So we're going to leave that on there and shift the honey picture to make it look right. Come on. A little bit more complicated than I expected, but especially because now the glue is holding onto the thread. There's that one. There we go. You can see it's hanging correctly. A little bit more difficult than I expected, but not too bad. Do the same thing with this one. What I'm actually doing is dipping it completely in the glue, sliding it up here. Once it grabs the wall, I slide the pin up completely, hold it in place. That should be good. So we have both of the pictures hanging in the Winnie the Pooh cellar. Let me go ahead and move it out of the way. The next thing we're going to do is glue. Well, first off, this floor we don't need. I'm going to put this away in here so in case I need it at a later point. Always keep your spare parts. So now what they're telling you to do is use a little bit of glue along this edge, and it looks like they're asking for, almost looks like they're asking for super glue. What I'm going to do is use wood glue, and this only goes together one way. I noticed that when I was putting it together before, but I'm going to apply a very thin layer along here. Like that. A little bit down in here. And then I'll slide this into place on top of it. It really only, wait a minute, maybe I have to slide it up. Yep, slides up from the bottom is better than it goes down. And then I'm going to just spread this across here, cleaning that most of the way. Let me double check the bottom. Bottom should be okay. I'm just going to leave it sit here for a second. And actually, I'm going to pause the camera while I give that time to set up a little bit. Not going to take long, but I don't want it to be flopping up and down while I'm trying to work the rest of it. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes after it's had a minute to set up. Okay, it has set up enough that I should be able to do something with it. Now, when I'm done with this, I'll set it on the house to where it'll sit the way it's supposed to. Next thing, and actually the last thing that we're supposed to do, and they show gluing only on the tabs. But since I use wood glue, I'm going to glue all the way across here. Do a little bit of glue on each tab. And then a little bit between the tabs. And this is just going to be the support for the floor to go on to. I should have dry fit it first, I guess. Didn't think about it until it was too late. Let me double check. And that's why they say they glue only the tabs. I can see it now because there are some open spots, but that's okay. The glue will dry fine and won't block anything. And if it does, I'll peel it out when it comes to that time. And it's almost not wanting to go in place. It's like this piece down here is out of, yeah, I can see it there. A little twist there. Let's put these in first. And we should be able to flex a little bit. There we go. There's that one, all the way across. Grab a Q-tip here and run it across this edge to clean up the excess glue. No excess glue inside there. And I can do the same in here. These slots here, I can clean this excess out of here. Just like that. And that, well, this will go on here eventually, like that. And then we've got the two pictures in Winnie the Pooh's room. And that, my friends, is all there is to do in stage, almost lost my scissors, in stage 73 of the Disney Dollhouse. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. It's a really good build. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. Leave a comment if you like. If not, that's fine too. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow, and I will see you in the next video and/or stream.